This man's name is Mark Banton. He was a high school football announcer until he decided to let it all out on the airwaves.
This Bigoted drill team's still down here drilling too. They're still down here doing hand claps and
hand job,
contagions and all kinds of cool stuff. They got the spirit. 4th and 1. Cougars. Snap. They did a Dobbins snap into the end zone.
There's no flags,
and everybody in the line moved.
We clearly jumped.
And here goes the Seguin coach down there too. He's incensed.
Those listening spotted what appeared to sound like a racial slur. Then Banton fat-shamed a cheerleader live on air.
My man's got a lot of kickoff yardage returning out, Roger.
Yes, he does. He had a lane that somehow got a little arm tackle, brought him down around the 46.
Can we talk about that Seguin cheerleader? What do you think Miss Tammy's could do with that?
I already said Miss Tammy's had a lot of work to do with the whole cheerleading group.
Jenny Craig has lots to do with her.
You heard correctly. Banton, an old man, talked about a high school cheerleader's weight over the air. Shame is what this man should feel. At the time, here's what transpired in effect to Banton's actions. First, we heard Banton refer to Sagan players as Cougars, which is apparently a combination of Sagan's mascot, Cougars, and, well, you see the word in reference on your screen. Per the Star Telegram, Sagan's student body is 37.5% African American and 14% white, while Claiborne's is 49% white and 3.4% African American. 1063 The Buzz would report that listeners who tuned in heard him say it more than once. So this wasn't just one slip of the tongue, the outlet wrote. First, let me say that I sincerely apologize to anyone in the Arlington ISD players, coaches, parents, cheerleaders, administrators. If anything I said during the game offended them in any way, Banton said. That is not me. It is not my heart, my nature, or my personality. When asked about his dig at the cheerleader with the Jenny Craig reference, Banton stated the following. Asked multiple times by the Star Telegram about comments that he allegedly gave during the game, Banton responded, I have nothing to say. Arlington Schools spokeswoman Leslie Johnston would say in an email that the school district south of Fort Worth apologized for the comments. Johnston also stated the broadcaster Banton would no longer call games. Banton would then give a lengthy statement on the bigotry front. I have an African American son-in-law, biracial grandchildren, as well as many friends of all ethnic diversities. I officiated basketball out of the Fort Worth chapter for 34 years and never once had that phrase used in connection with me. I was the union representative for the locomotive engineers on the BNSF Railroad for 17 years and represented people of all races and did so fairly, capably, and successfully. When I attended Fulton Junior High, it was Claiborne's first year of desegregation. My desk mate was a black student named Marvin J. We became fast, lifelong friends to the point that when Marvin's father passed away, I was asked to speak at his funeral. I was a pallbearer at one of my best friend's funerals and have been asked to speak at 2 others. There is a young black man here in Claiborne whom I assisted financially in getting his college degree. I am as far from being a racist as anyone you know. With regard to the line referring to Jenny Craig, I will concur that was out of line, Banton said. I will contend, however, that nobody called anyone a name, referred to a race, or referred to anyone in particular. The game is on the radio, not TV. Again, if someone was offended by this, I apologize. And by the way, as we have seen countless times, when an athlete, a coach, an executive gives an apology, do not give the if someone was offended or if I offended line. It comes off as completely insincere.